Here at 5:30, an Idaho House committee is considering asking the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn a ruling legalizing same-sex marriage nationwide. Representative Heather Scott presented the memorial on who defines marriage in the first piece of legislation introduced this session in the Idaho legislature. Same-sex marriage has been protected under the U.S. Constitution since 2015 when the U.S. Supreme Court ruled 5-4 in the landmark decision of Obergefell versus Hodges. Scott claims that the court exceeded its constitutional authority, making the decision to legalize same-sex marriage.
The court has overstepped its boundary and that it undermined the right of voters to determine their own state's marriage laws. So the purpose of this resolution is just to reaffirm our state authority to regulate marriage.
Representative Scott says the proposal encourages the Supreme Court to revisit the Obergefell versus Hodges decision. According to the right-wing group called Mass Resistance, legislators in at least 5 other states are setting up to follow suit with similar legislation. Mass Resistance has been identified as a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center. Members of the local LGBTQ community and gay rights advocates say this move is beyond frustrating.
We're backtracking, and if we're backtracking already, it gives us the opportunity to step towards generally dangerous things for my community. If we're already heading towards taking our rights away, what stops us from criminalizing just being gay in general?
Dakota says she hopes members of the Eastern Idaho community stand up and petition local governments on their behalf. Mass Resistance says legislators in North Dakota, Montana, Michigan, Iowa, and Kansas are submitting similar legislation.